Hello and welcome. It's time for another modern stream, and it's time to know thy enemy. Today we're going to be playing Temur Scapeshift. This deck was revitalized by the printing of Yorion, and the way this deck is built right now is currently built to make sure that this card is pretty good. So the deck actually doesn't really mind playing more actual islands, more actual mountains, my bad. And not only that, but actually a new copy of a good mountain that we're interested in playing. It got printed in Ikoria as well. So we have access to more mountains, meaning that we can naturally trigger Valakut more often. And we don't run out of mountains, meaning that Scapeshift is basically always going to be lethal. So we're playing more cards, but we don't really mind doing so, especially when the payoff is a 4/5 that often will draw multiple cards when it enters the battlefield, right? But yeah, this is basically the definition of a combo control deck, and it's probably the best combo control deck in the format right now. It is very good against other control decks because not only does it play the control game, but it also ramps. So if you are familiar with control mirrors, the most important thing in the control mirror is to hit your land drop. The very first person to miss a land drop is usually the one that is going to end up losing. So not only can we play at instant speed thanks to cards like Ice Fang Quaddle and Growth Spiral, while we can hold up a counter magic like Remand and Cryptic, but we're also ramping and we're playing, we're developing our mana faster than our opponents are. So it's very good in that kind of matchup. It is maybe a little bit not as good against the aggro decks, but that's what the sideboard is for. We have access to all of these cards in the sideboard for the aggro matchups. And this is also very good against the Scapeshift, the John lists, because Scapeshift is such a good card. This is just like a top deck that ends the game on the spot, right? No matter if it's turn 5 or turn 20, a top deck Scapeshift, which your opponent can't interact with, because they can't thought seize the top of your deck. It's just going to be lethal on the spot, no matter how the board state looks like. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to give this deck a shot. Shout out to Echo Ronan for not only hooking me up with the 4th copy of Uro, so I didn't have to spend like 60 tickets to buy it, but also because he hooked me up with the list using good old Steve, which we don't see in every single list nowadays. We've seen I've seen lists with Gracer and like the full 4 copy of Growth Spiral before all the copies of Steve. So yeah. Let's try it out. Let's fire up a league. Let's go. This is my kind of deck right here. Hey, basic land shark, how's it going? This is precisely my kind of deck right here. Combining all the things that I've been enjoying lately. Yorion, Cryptic Command, Udo, Ice Fangs, and lands. All the best things in Magic. All the best things in Magic. Rolled up in a beautiful package. Okay. This just looks a bit sketchy, but I think I'm gonna keep it. My opponent says they're a big fan. They're playing a great deck. All right, so we have an end game. We have an end game. I think I'm gonna lead on Growth Spiral first. I'm rooting for the player that just cast Stacy. That's fair. I cannot even Yeah, I cannot even be offended by that. Can't even be offended by that. Another Ice Fang. Okay, so now we're for sure going to be playing Growth Spiral because it enables me to double Ice Fang next turn. Okay, our opponent could be tightening us here, which would suck. Certainly. Hey, I'm discussing on. That's potentially a problem. Okay, that is confirmed the problem. That is confirmed the problem. So we need to find a remand like right now. Otherwise, we're just literally dead on turn 3. Well, we can't play this, so I guess we're gonna play this. Get a Triumph here. Okay, it's not good draws. These are not good draws. So at this point, we need to top deck exactly remand. No land, at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe they're missing land drops. Maybe they got a little bit greedy with this Vesuva copy in Balakit. Who knows? Cavernous Souls. Alright. No attacks. Very smart from opponent. Okay, so they are missing land drops. Okay. Struggle a little bit here. There's a remand. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. So what are we gonna do here? Can we YOLO? What happens if we YOLO the Yorion? We just die, right? Yeah, we just die. So what can we draw that helps us out? Because we can remand the Titan just the same, right? We draw a card, and then we want to draw into nothing, really? Lightning Bolt doesn't do it. Steve doesn't do it. Growth Spiral doesn't do it. Yeah, so we have no outs here. If our opponent has the Titan in hand, we are just dead. Isn't it just 18 from them if they don't draw land? They just get a bounce land and they just get a bounce land, right? And then replay it. Yeah. So what they're gonna, oh, hello Andrea, how's it going? Yeah. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna get like a bounce land plus, just like anything really. Oh, I should have. I didn't remand. I was talking to you. I was talking to you and I didn't remand. Whoops. You gotta love the perks of streaming. Okay, so we're dead here. You gotta love the perks of streaming. Yeah, we're just gonna cut the lightning bolts. Pretty straightforward sideboarding there. You made that on purpose because you love Titan. Maybe it's my subconscious, right? Streaming gives you an unfair advantage, that's true. Gives you an unfair disadvantage as well. We were dead anyway, right? Like ideally our opponent was going to tap the to use the cavern, right? And then we were going to remand, but we were drawing dead. I would imagine that the matchup gets a lot better post board. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. I'm gonna keep it. There's an argument certainly for getting an island so we can get Mystic Sanctuary online a little bit earlier. I don't think that's okay. That's interesting. I think that we'd rather ramp and double spell on turn 3. Good old Steve. Good old Steve. Since 2000 and long time ago. Long time ago. Gonna get a mountain here? Yeah. Impactao with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate you being here, Impactao. Thank you for sharing your primetime love. Your Twitch Prime love in here, in this channel. Thanks a lot. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, baby. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. Not gonna lie, I would love to draw I need a gust. I would also accept Cryptic Command. Uh-oh. Missing land drops over there. They can dispute these if they want, don't care. Okay. Gust. So this should be lethal next turn? If we don't die? Lethal next turn if we don't die. And if our opponent doesn't have interaction. Which... Are they likely to have? They are likely to have some form of interaction here. That Phil guy, thank you for the follow. Second Vesuva in AmuLIT has been really good. Have you ever played another Vesuva? What do you think about it? Yeah, actually, 2 Vesuvas was the stock back in the day. 2 Vesuvas was the stock back in the Summer Bloom days. I think that it's the way that people have described it is the second Vesuva is training wheels, which I think it's potentially accurate. It's potentially an accurate way of describing what the second Vesuva does. I mean, if they don't have 3 mana, if they are mindless, then they would have negate, which we would lose to. But if they're playing Dispute 3/6, well, I guess that we could just play around Dispute, right? We can play around Dispute by shocking and just not playing the Search for Tomorrow. Could see that, but they also weren't playing Dryad plus Valakut back in the day. Yeah, but I've never needed a second Vesuva. Yeah. I think that's the line, right? One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Ping you for 1. Scapeshift? If they're playing negate, we are probably going to lose here. But there's nothing we can do. Gust would also be a problem. They didn't have it, sweet. All right. Yeah. Same thing. Field of the Dead. Yeah, I mean, you can certainly play it. You are making some number of hands worse. You have to be aware of that. Because there's going to be a lot of openers that are going to have like bounce lands and a Vesuva, and if you're on the play, you just cannot keep those. Like every time you draw your 1 of Vesuva, it is kind of awkward though, right? In general. So now you are doubling the chances that you're going to be naturally drawing 1 of your Vesuvas. So there is some risk. You are adding a little bit of risk to the whole thing. It's not free by any means. I kind of love that like our entire hand can be played at instant speed. Like if they do something, we're gonna never mind. We can't remand it anymore. We maybe could have remanded it. Okay, so if they have a bounce land, we are in a lot of trouble. I guess bounce land plus side. Oh, look at that! The correct art wooded foothills value. Down to 1 card left in hand though. Down to a single card left. So they basically have to top deck whatever. Okay, so they also okay, yeah. So they cannot Titan us next turn. I would imagine that this was the card that they top decked. Because if they kept the 3/1 drops, that was not a good keep. Taking the damage because if my opponent plays it right, I would like to remand it. Pog. No Pog. Yes, Pog. Oh, the swings. Okay. So we're gonna fetch for an island. And we're gonna growth spiral into Gust the Dryad. And I'm very interested in Gusting the Dryad because we can put the Gust back on top with what's his name? Mystic Sanctuary. Growth Spiral. Gust this. I would imagine they will just let this go. My opponent does not have Titan mana here. And they bottom the Dryad. That's good for us. Our draws, not very good. That is fine, however. And I think I definitely want the Gust on top. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, so we're gonna be able to snake here. Thank you for the follow, Benny Hanna. So we snake here. Now we're gonna be able to Yorion plus blink the snake and hold up Aether Gust. Draw a card. This is not the craziest value I've ever gotten from a Yorion, but puts a clock. We still have interaction. Our opponent cannot Titan us. I think we're in a fine spot here. No Gracer attack this turn, yeah. Punt from opponent. We're probably gonna be holding on to these triumphs because this can find another Mystic Sanctuary for us, and then we can cycle into it. Two cards in hand. Now we draw the Astrolabe. Come on, deck. You can do better than that. This Yorion could have been a lot better. Right after I cast the Yorion. Oh, that's very funny. That's very, very funny. That's very funny. That's a good block from my opponent. Like, they are never getting more than that. Should have cycled instead of Yorion? Yeah, of course. Because I totally knew that the top of my deck was gonna be three thingies that I could have blinked. Punished for making the correct play. It's the best kind of punishment. That's good. Yeah, I guess we should cycle. All right, that's great. So now I'm feeling pretty good about my spot here. How many mountains do I have? Just the one? Yeah. 4, yeah, +2, yeah. Well, I think we're just in good shape here. Just have my opponent in a 4-turn clock. I could bounce my own Yorion and recast it to draw more cards. That seems a little bit too greedy, right? Just gonna bounce the Dryad. Just because I want to draw. There we go. Mystic Sanctuary, Cryptic on top. This is Vajuga Bog. That's cool though. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana up to 10. We drew another Cryptic. Nice, you love to see it. Okay, so we're going to attack first. Green, blue, 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 blue. Scapeshift. GG's, Christian. Matthias F. This is the Eldrazi Tron player trophy leader. I wonder if they're... Last time I played them was... maybe this week even. And they were still Eldrazi Troning, like there was no tomorrow. Yep. Turn to Matter Reshaper. Unbeatable. I guess I really want to resolve this Ren. Oh, that should have been a forest. That was my bad. That should have definitely been a forest. Whoops. Lul Dracitron. Why am I playing Steves in this deck? It's a cover honest list. And they've been fine so far. Oh, it could have been a forest. I used that. That's fair. That's fair. That is very, very fair, actually. So they did go after the Ren. Cryptic gets exiled. So we're just playing Steve here. Plus there, play Steve. Say go. Smasher. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good sequence. Pretty good sequence. Face. Reshaper. Well, at this point, Ren just doesn't matter anymore, right? In fact, I would, yeah, exactly. I was gonna say I would not be surprised if they just go all face. Another Triumph. I mean, our opponent does not have lethal. They don't have lethal, and if we draw Scapeshift, we just win. We're not even close to getting Ur online, so I think that it's correct for me to plus there. Well, I guess they do have lethal, right? 5, 9, 12, yeah. Whoops. Yeah, I shouldn't have fetched. That was oof. That was bad. So now if they have a dismember, we lose. Easy. Another TKS. Brutal! Wow! All right. One, two, three, four. So I can go up to 7 and have 2 blockers. Okay, we can't play that one. All right, this is what we got. They didn't have the dismember last turn. They didn't have a dismember last turn. Radiant Fountain doesn't do anything. Block. Huh. Can you believe people were doubting Steve in the chat? Come on. We don't doubt Steve in this channel. We don't doubt Steve. Huh. Okay. No ballista. We can even get back Udo here. We're actually still in this game. Can we Udo plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4? We can Udo plus Yorion? That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick, actually. Simic ultimatum, yeah. Simic ultimatum. For the low price of 3 blue, 3 green, and a colorless, you get a 6/6 that draws 2 cards and gains 6 life. Easy. Another Matter Reshaper? Oof. That's pretty unlucky, man. That's pretty unlucky. So we're gonna have 2 land drops because of the Uro and because of our land drop for the turn. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess that we can play this Astrolabe because if at any point we draw into a Scapeshift, we just win on the spot, right? So that's great. Growth Spiral, I don't think we can play, right? 2, 3, 4. Well, if we Growth Spiral, then we can't Udo. Then we can't Yorion. So I think it's more important for us to Yorion here. Definitely starting with Udo because, again, same reasoning. If we find Scapeshift, we just win. Misty. So now we're at 5. This can block here. One, two, three, four, five, 6. So we die to Ola's Dust. But we can't beat Ola's Dust. Yeah, the flick. This brings it back an end step, so we can't do anything. Well, I guess that we can if we're willing to take damage. Which I'm not sure I am. Am I willing to take 1 point of damage? So the Uro is gonna go in front of the Reality Smasher. We die to Dismember. But we just die to Walking Ballista anyway, right? Because we're taking 3. Yeah, I guess that it's correct for me to do it, actually. Yeah, because we lose to Walking Ballista anyway. Remand. That's an interesting one. Well, this is just what we got, right? So let's get a forest here. Let's get a sanctuary. Sure, I guess I'll get back the spiral. Oh, I should have pinged with Ren. Whoops. It's okay. I missed on 1 point of damage, but like if we draw Scapeshift, it's gonna be very, 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 very lethal. So we know about that one. Okay. So now we're gonna be able to start, like, unless they answer our Ren, we're gonna be able to start like cycling and drawing more cards with Ren, but unless they blow it up with Blast Zone, we're dead to Dismember, Smasher, and Walking Ballista. And the worst part is that we're giving them another draw, which is a little bit brutal. Thank you for the follow, Makoto MTG. Mindstone. That's another draw. So at this point it's just Ballista. That's the only thing we lose to. I guess if they have Karn in hand, they can Karn minus for Ballista probably. Just casually chilling at one. If we do get to untap, I think we're going to win. But at this point, we are kind of like, we're kind of done for. This turn, we have no power over this turn. Can we untap? For draws, there's no BTLs in the deck, Titan O'Clock. This is just like straight up Temur. So we are just drawing towards 3 Scapeshifts because one of them got exiled, unfortunately. But I think that if we get to untap, we don't need Scapeshift anymore. Just Uro plus Yorion is going to get there. With like a bunch of like stupid remands and growth spirals, we're just going to get there, I think. Eugene? Probably going to minus on Udo. Yeah. Smart. Okay. We're going to need to kill this. Cycling. Damn it. Cycling. All right, there we go. So ping there. And we have access to Cryptic plus Remand. Yorion staying back in D. 4, 5, 6, yeah. Yeah, they're gonna have access to Blast Zone though, right? Which makes Uro a little bit more awkward. But it's fine. I guess we can just bounce the Blast Zone. 2 Blast Zones in my opponent's deck and Radiant Fountain, so they're pretty heavily geared towards beating the red decks. Easy. And the sort of fetch? No. No, we're not gonna do that. Silly me. And welcome to the corner. Welcome to the corner. It has been turned. We can fetch now too. What do we have left? I need to make sure that I have stuff to fetch here. So this is an island. Good. That was cool. Having something to fetch there was cool. Green, green, blue, blue. Yes. That's his neck. Plus on Triumph. Now we get to start attacking again. Hey Sam, how's it going? Imagine fetching all lands out of your 80 card deck, yeah. Imagine stabilizing at 1 life and then turning the corner because this card is silly. Play that one again for me, please. Counter, target spell, draw a card. Opponent confirmed, not a quitter. At this point, I don't know if we have enough. We have 3 mountains left in the deck. This is pretty great. This is pretty great. So we just bolt this. Oh no, we snack. We have no B6 to fetch with search for tomorrow. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. We have the cryptic. Yeah, I know that I have the lock, but like I still had another sanctuary, so why would I put? Why would I get the lock going right now? That was pretty sweet. That was pretty sweet. So how do we sideboard for this matchup? I think we just submit the same, right? I don't think we want anger. I don't think we want any of these cards. Like Lightning Bolt is pretty bad, but it's probably better than like Mystical Dispute. 3 mana Mana Leak doesn't seem too great. But Shesso, thank you for the follow. We have 15 mana there. Clearly we need an Emrakul to finish the game. That's fair. We should have an Emrakul in the sideboard so we can, you know, sideboard into it. If you had Flame Slash or Spell Pierce, you brought them in. Yeah. This doesn't... To be honest, like I felt so far ahead that entire game that I don't think that we would need any sideboard, really. Keep. This is the kind of hands that we signed up for. Seeing about streaming again sometime, just maybe when my internet gets better. Fair. I want Emrakul as a companion. Now this is an interesting question. To Steve or not to Steve? That is the question. I think that we don't Steve. So the problem with Steve here, yeah. So if our opponent has Tron, we are in trouble. That's why we don't run Steve in this deck. Steve is kind of nice. I mean, we're gonna have... But you were playing Isid Charm in Sano. And that card is just not playable. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Steve. It just fits our curves so much better. Natty Tron. I think we don't crack Steve here, actually. Immediately punished. Immediately punished. Steve blocks Matter Reshaper. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Isted Charm is pretty good in Lurus metagame. I think Steve is better in Lurus metagame. Especially against all the aggro strategies. Well, we have to remand that. So we're not going to be able to Ice Fang here. Okay. Now we are going to Steve. Steve for an island. The second that I could. God damn it. So we can snack into remand. No, we can't. I'm so stupid. Whoops. Four, 10, down to 5. Should have played the island here for sure. So we can take 10 or we can take 7. The problem is that if we take 7, that's not a 2-turn clock either. So I think we just have to cycle Triumph here. One, two, three, four, 5. Okay. So we can bold face, and if we draw either we're drawing towards 3 Steves, 3 Growth Spirals, 4 Search for Tomorrow. But I'm trying to think whether I should cycle here. If I cycle here, then I don't have mana to bolt. So I guess it's correct. Yeah. No, we don't have mana for that precisely. That's the point. We don't have the mana for bolt. Hey Royale, how's it going? We don't have Gracer in the deck. So 3 mana. If we have Search for Tomorrow, we can use 3 player land plus the basic we get untapped, and that's exactly enough. If we have Steve, 2 to Steve, same thing with Growth Spiral. So I guess that we cannot afford to cycle. Like we only have a single draw. We only have a single draw. We only have a single draw. Yeah. No, it's not Search or Bust. It's Search, Steve, or Growth Spiral. Any of those cards win me the game. Huh? Easy. Cast Search for a basic forest. Scapeshift, killing you with lands. Scapeshift, killing you with lands. Oh, we didn't have 3 green. You're right. You're right. You're right. Really good deck. Yeah, I mean, it's having access to a 4 mana, 1 mana card that just wins the game on the spot is it's pretty freaking powerful. It's pretty powerful. And it's crazy because I feel like we have flooded so much this league and it just never mattered. Right? I feel like we've drawn so many lands so many times and it never mattered that we were drawing so many lands all the time. Yeah. So we're playing against... I'm only keeping this hand because we're playing against a Yorion deck. And turn 2 Ren is pretty busted against the Yorion decks. Red green shift is mind blowing and sad. I mean, this used to be the way things were. Red green Scapeshift was just unplayable for the longest time. Like back in the twin days, Red green Scapeshift was just not playable, and Rogue Scapeshift was the norm. Like when you said back in the day when you said Scapeshift, you meant this. You meant Rogue Scapeshift. It's possible we're playing the mirror here. No, we're not playing the mirror. So we're just playing against a control deck of sorts. As I said at the beginning of the video, like this kind of matchup is usually good for us because we can ramp, and our opponents usually can't. It would be great if we drew a little bit better than this, but it's okay for now. BTL so much better than Rug, maybe not anymore though. Yeah, but it's been like that for a while. BTL Shift hasn't been very good in a minute, unfortunately, because it's a sweet deck. Okay. We don't really want a search for tomorrow. And now we have our I win button. We also have, if this Ren doesn't get answered, we actually have infinite Scapeshifts. That's pretty great. Oh, I just realized that we're playing against 5-color Niv, which makes a lot more sense. Nahiri the Harbinger. Okay. Nahiri the Harbinger. Well, Scapeshift is now lethal, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. We have enough mountains, right? We have 3 more triomes. This is actually important always. You want to make sure that you have enough mountains. So Stomping Ground, 4 Steam Vents, 1, 3 triomes. Oh, opponent just concedes. All right. Against Niv, these are the cards in question. It's so funny to me how Echo Baronin likes his sideboard. It's like 4 of everything. 4 of everything. Is this card good? We want 4 copies. It's pretty funny. You haven't lived until you kicked Hunting Wild for lethal. That's pretty sweet. 80 card deck. No, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense to build your sideboard this way. I think it's funny. Like, it's such an underexplored approach. So I think I definitely want Gust. Maybe I want Dispute. But I'm certainly not certain that I want Dispute. Hey, Awesome Man, how's it going? Remand seems so great against the expensive deck. We need an answer to Ashiok and Ego. Cryptic. Some disputes for Steve's. Well, I definitely like Search. So I guess that in this matchup, maybe Steve doesn't matter. So we can sideboard out the Steves and bring in the disputes instead. I could see this for sure. I'm into this. I'm into this for sure. Insana, by the way, do you have a list? Because today I want to try like a couple of Scapeshift lists, kind of like to see what's up. So if you have a different approach, I would love to take it for a spin. So if you can hook me up with a list, because I know that you've been killing. Didn't you just qualify for the Pro Tour with Scapeshift? So I would imagine that you know your stuff. Still running the list that I won the SPTQ with. Okay. Turn to Ren. This worked once. I don't see why it wouldn't work again, right? A tried and true strategy. Well, this could be turned to Ego. That could be a problem. So I guess that I want to lead on Valakut, right? Is that crazy? If I lead on Valakut, they can't. I guess they can name Scapeshift, which would suck, but. The Fairy. Well, that's pretty good. Plus on this. Leading on Valakut, they probably named Taito with my reputation. Fair. Fair. Surges downgraded to botless. Screw. Yeah. What is this? Assassin's Trophy. Okay. The ramp is kind of nice. All right. Just gonna do our thing here. I mean, if we draw a Scapeshift, we still win. So if we draw a Scapeshift, we still just win. I guess that's gonna be like an instant speed and more ego or something, maybe. Let's start here. Remand, another card that doesn't do anything. So I guess we just play Yorion. We get countered by a dispute, but it's kind of whatever. And this pressures the Teferi. So if our opponent kept it, Teferi do nothing can. Like, I doubt they have any Wraths or stuff like that. And step BTL. It's pretty good. It's pretty good for sure. So we're probably gonna name Niv. Gonna get Niv, yeah. Okay. Ooh, Ashiok is pretty brutal. So. Ugh, this is so awkward. Puts Ashiok, Colonel's Command, Glitter and Wish, and BTL. Ashiok is bad for us. But if they just about for Ashiok and don't do anything else, we can answer the Ashiok with Yorion. We can just gust the Niv method, which is not great. But yeah. Sure. There's Ashiok. No Vlox. Okay, so I expect that they just have to have an answer for this, right? I think we killed the fairy here, actually. Instead of Ashiok, and we can kill Ashiok next turn. Okay. Just pack it in. That was definitely a great start from opponent. It sucks that Lightning Bolt doesn't actually answer any of their planeswalkers. I would imagine this matchup is okay for us though. Like barring a turn to Ashiok or a turn to Teferi. Like if they hadn't played Teferi on turn 2, we would have been in really, really great shape, right? Looping Thought Scour. Yeah, I mean there used to be decks that looped Thought Scour to win. Seems not fun. Keep. It's been so long since I played Remand in a competitive Modern deck. It's been so long. I remember that Remand was like $15 at one point. Like back in the tween days. Every deck just played Remand. Those were the times. Okay. Gonna play Abundant Growth here. Holding up Remand. Next turn we can Udo or Search. Probably Udo. If they have something like Ashiok into Veil, that would be a problem. Omen of the Sea. Alright. Damn. Because we're playing Omen of the Sea. 2 cards on top. Okay, that's not good for us. That's not good for us. Okay, so we're gonna play a land, we're gonna say go. If our opponent does something, we have Remand plus Gust. If they don't do anything, we're gonna Cryptic Bounce the Overgrown Tomb and draw a card. In fact, if they tap out for Omen, okay, they don't. I was considering doing it if they tap out for Omen there. Okay, they don't do anything, so we're gonna go for that. So return target permanent Dishonor's hand, draw a card. They counter this Cryptic, that's fine, whatever. How good is Bolt here? It's not. Dispute, yeah. But yeah, so we actually got the Dispute out of the hand in a card that did not really matter. So that's definitely a win in my book. We're gonna be able to put the Cryptic back on top. What would you cut Bolt for? Why do you want me to cut Bolt? Bolt's in my sideboard because I brought in good cards instead. That's a good one. So we don't miss land drops anymore now. It's pretty cool. Two, three, four, five. Yeah, I don't think I want to Udo here. We're also playing around dispute pretty nicely here, which is cool. Next turn we can Udo, make a couple of land drops. I don't know if I want to be cycling this Ketria Triumph or not. I think I'm going to, because we can just get it back with Ren. So end step. Mystic Sanctuary, Cryptic back on top. Yes. Cycle Triumph. Boil. That is kind of awkward. So if they have Veil, this is a big problem. The good thing, though, is we have Ren. And our opponent has nothing. So I'm not sure how bad this is for us. They're down to a single card. Unless they have another dispute or another Veil. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I mean, it's Ren, right? Like, we just have Ren in play, so... Oh, that was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. Because I can just Quaddle, and I can use the Quaddle to block the Yorion. And that still draws us a card. Although, maybe my opponent will counter this, which would be good for me. Drowned Luck. Yeah. This is actually not bad for us at all. We have Snake to block the Yorion. Oh, we have Snake with Gust. They blink the bird. Sure, whatever. Like, I not only do I think that we are still in this, but I think that we're ahead. I think I'm gonna let the Ren take a hit, because if our opponent has Ashiok, that's how we lose. We let our opponent resolve an Ashiok. If we let our opponent resolve an Ashiok or a Niv, that's how we lose this game. So if we just do this, which is fine. Okay, so they put it on top, unsurprisingly, but also that's good for us. Play this plus on what? Snow-covered island. Pass the turn. No, we counter the thing again. Quaddle's protecting the Yorion. And we just have lethal next turn. Oh man. This is great. This is freaking great, man. This is insane. Oh my. This is so cool. Okay, so play my island. We do have enough mountains, right? We need 6. Yeah, we have way more than enough. Go to forest. 1, 2, 3. Plus on... It just doesn't matter, Misty. Udo. They're at 15. Green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. This is insane. Oh, we can just save targets. Forgot about that new feature. That was insane. That was ridiculous. Like, we just got boiled, which destroyed 6 of our lands. And we still won like 4 turns later, or 5 turns later. Boil doesn't really do anything without pressure. Yeah, exactly. Especially with an active Ren. This is going to be our first mulligan of the day, I think. No green sources is pretty rough. This one is fine, I think. Bottom. Would love to see some form of ramp, but yeah. So GTA is free for a few days, and it's literally been downloaded for me for 8 hours, and it's still at 40%. Wow. Which GTA? GTA 5? Is it free on Steam? Humans? Humans? You know what's good against humans? Oh no, that's good against us. That's not what we wanted. Let's get a basic forest here. Let's show our opponent how rich we are. Funny enough, these are not even my runs. Free on Epic Games. What's Epic Games? We like Epic Games is free. That's facts. Those are just facts. Free is indeed free. Meddling Mage. Yep. They probably should name Scapeshift, I guess. Unless they're ghosting, in which case they name Cryptic. Delver of Secrets. Confirmed, not ghosting. We definitely have an honest opponent over there. Definitely honest opponent confirmed. Honest opponent confirmed. Don't have a one drop OP, come on. So unfair. Hate this matchup. Good old Yorion Delver over here. This cyber is very soft to humans. Yep, certainly. We have two angers. I don't even think we want Weather the Storm against humans. Oh no, they're gonna answer Ren? Shoot. That sucks. On the other hand, that gains us 5 life. So that is cool. No 2-drop there is pretty big for us. Okay, let's see what they do here. Because depending on what they do, I think that if this is not lethal, the lists have not been playing Kessig Malcontents in a while. So I think that okay, we don't care about the vial. If this is only an attack for 5, I'm just gonna Growth Spiral and step. Oof, okay, so that explains a lot about why we're not dead. Opponent is obscenely vial flooded over there. Snack, please. Steve. Well, Steve's actually pretty good here. I did ask for a snack. That's true. That's true. I did ask for a snake. So this is basically snake tribal, right? We're just playing snakes and serpents. I thought I had yielded to that. Maybe I pressed F3 without noticing. Man, too bad we can't play our Delver of Secrets. Delver would be so good right here. Reflector Mage, not my Steve. Not my Steve. That is brutal. That is brutal because this forces the issue, I think. Like, I can't afford to not draw a card. The good thing is that if they name Cryptic, we can Scapeshift them if we find one. Or we can just find more lands. That's also cool. Putting Comfort Builder in a cave, naming Delver there. Yeah, there's the Cryptic. Scapeshift. That's probably been better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can just cast Yorion. No value, just a 4/5 that our opponent cannot do anything about. I guess they could have another. They could have another Reflector Mage, and we can. But they're on 0 cards though. Also, we're totally gonna get punished, and we're gonna draw 3 Cyclers in a row or something here. That ball draw was definitely very, very good. We're definitely gonna be killing the Medley Mage and naming Delver of Secrets over here. Just for the mind games, you know? Yeah, we have to bold in response. brutal. I guess not so much. We just put the lightning bolt on top and draw it. Opponent doesn't have any good attacks. Serving with the meddling mage. This, I mean, this seems pretty good for me, honestly. Put the bolt on top. Yes. Draw the bolt. Play foothills. Say go. Huge misplay. Now I can't play my Delver. Yeah, I know. I punted. Punt! Oh yeah, if Farta 15. That is for when I stream events. So I will definitely remind me when I stream like a bigger event. Definitely remind me about that. Definitely remind me about that for sure. Opponent concedes. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought that I put it. It should be in the description, right? Only redeemable on days when we are playing music. Yeah, which is like the days where I stream. I'm sorry about that, Farta. Yeah, so we definitely want angers there. Remand sounds horrendous, so we're going to cut those. And I guess we have Gust. Gust is the least bad card here. It answers Noble Hierarch and Mantis, right? I mean, it's only 2 copies. We're probably going to draw both of them because I'm that unlucky, but yeah. Oh, I can do that? How do I do that? Oh, I might know how to. Let me check one quick second. Oh, we have so many push-ups to go too. Crazy. I have a deck by Royal Egg, Harlan Fear, and Darset. I think I did those, I'm not sure. And then I have a Fight Me by Leviathan. Do we like this hand? I think we do. That's turn 3 Cryptic. Okay, 5 Arta, let me know if this works. Did you get your points back there? Ooh. Totally gonna get got by Meddling Mage, but that's okay. Yes, I did. Sweet, awesome. Well, there you go. Fixed. All right, Sam. Yeah, after this match, we're gonna have some push-ups because I'm really falling behind on that department. Thalia. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Good thing is no champion. The abundant growth will have to wait. Oh, did I just F6 for my turn? I just F6 for my turn. Why? Sometimes streaming just gets the best of you. Sometimes streaming gets the best of you. Yeah. Streaming getting the best of you. They didn't name Search. No, I mean, they did name Bolt and Cryptic. I guess we can still draw. If we draw an Anger, that would be amazing, for example. Just casually shocking and then playing nothing. Tight plays. Tight plays. But again, like, we can just draw an Anger and then we're back on the driver's seat. Wow, can he start playing a meme song? I have no idea what you're talking about. And I guess that we are gonna be able to do Abundant Growth into Anger. So that's also nice. But this is probably the last turn that we have to draw Anger. Brutal. So green, Abundant Growth here. Anger? Huh? No. Well, I mean, technically not dead, for what's worth. Ugh, brutal. We're getting pretty taxed by this Thalia, so 1 mana short of casting this Ren feels bad, man. No 3-drop. What am I listening to? What does that mean? Lieutenant. 3, 6, 9, 10. Feels bad, man. To be fair, I guess that Steve wouldn't have changed much. Almost. Yes, please and thank you. Would love to find something like a Ren. I guess like Lance. We just need Lance. In before the first time ever that we just get mana screwed. Oh no, I'm not listening to anything. I'm just wearing headphones, so there's no like. There's no like feedback or anything like that. Because, you know, when there's like notifications and stuff, if the notifications were coming out of my speakers, which I actually don't have speakers, but if they would be coming out of my speakers and then going into my microphone, we might get like feedback issues and stuff like that. So by me wearing headphones, we just prevent that from happening. What is this? Would have gotten away with it if it weren't for those meddling mages. Meddling magus. Meddling magus. So do we Uro? I think I like Uro plus Abundant Growth here over Snick. It gets the awkward cards out of my hand. And like my opponent basically has no pressure at all. Put this here. Anurag with the party of 69. Nice. Thank you so much for the host, Anurag. Welcome everybody from Anu's stream. We're playing some Scapeshift in Modern over here. Actually, working out pretty nicely. If I am to be honest with you, we're currently 3-0 and we played some very interesting matches where we did some nasty things in a couple of situations. Just having access to a 4-mana I win button has been very powerful. Who would have thought? Not fetching an island? You mean with my Wooded Foothills? Like why? What am I getting? What am I putting back on top? Consider my opponent's play patterns. This is going to name Cryptic Command again. Hypno to think of and follow. You had your 5-0 denied my 3 most recent licks. That's brutal. Udo tight. Okay, so I guess that actually makes sense. They mean Udo there. Ice Fang's probably gonna be pretty freaking good though. We're gonna get to play this and tap next turn. Like I'm planning on playing the Triumph here. I guess that we get now that we drew this, we can actually cycle the Triumph, which is probably better. No, I don't think I want a Yorion here. I think I'd rather Ice Fang plus because if our opponent has Reflector Mage and they bounce our Yorion, we're actually pretty far behind at that point. Yeah, but if they bounce Ice Fang, I recast it. that's the difference. I just play it again. Yes, immediately. Just play it again. We have 5 mana. Meddling Mage. Okay. So this is actually going to be pretty important. Like which of these Meddling Mages we kill. Well, I guess it's probably not going to be that important. I guess we're going to kill this one. Do we have any... Oh, Ren. I guess Ren can kill this one, but cannot kill this one. Deputy of Detention. Okay. So I guess we're going to kill the one that's naming Lightning Bolt. Vista, not a particularly good draw. Oh, I can't recast it with effect. I see what you're saying now, Marius. You're right. Maybe that was my pen. That was my mistake. Search for tomorrow. 1, 2, 3. Dank Meme Sync, thank you for the follow. One, two, three, four, five, six. So we can clear their board with one Scapeshift. Right? Seems pretty good for us. Draw 2 cards, opponent doesn't have a board. I think I'm into it. I think I'm into it. Green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. So that means that the next Scapeshift is probably not gonna be lethal, but that's fine. We just win the game with Udo and other stuff while my opponent doesn't have a board. Valakut, Triumph, Stomping Ground, Steam Vents. No. Medley Mage, this guy, face. Yes. Hotkey skills. Yeah, I don't have the hotkeys with DOK is just not in my radar whatsoever. It's pretty rough. Did we destroy your only mountain? Maybe. Yes, we did. So Steve cannot actually trigger Valakut. Brutal. I only have the okay, but I don't have the yes and no. Yes is none for me. It's literally none. Apparently not even worth trying. Do they have the read for the Anger of the Gods? Do they have the read Duke for the Anger of the Gods? No, they don't. That's a good name, though. An Anonymous Gifter just gifted Magus a tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, Anonymous Gifter. Wow. Can you believe how close we were to getting got? If it weren't for the fact that we have like all of our mana fixed, like we could even cast Cryptic Command if we wanted to here. So I guess we didn't get 2 got. Imagine playing Magus of the Moon in your 5-color deck. Just imagine. Imagine playing Magus. Dun, 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 in your 5-color deck. Bum, bum, ba ba bum bum. It makes your hands uncastable. Bam, bing, ba 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 bum bum. Unless you have the vial. Bum, bum, ba ba bum bum. Imagine bringing it against the red deck, which has Bolt in the main. That has to be a greatest hit at some point. I just came up with this. I should write that down. That sounds like a good song. No, the F6 was in game 2. Needs a drum solo. So one thing that I need to talk about with chat, all right? Chat, you have to get better at clips. Whenever I create content of such quality, like the one that just happened, you need to make sure that you make a clip of that. Oh, I am the content, but I am creating myself. Oh, this is... This is Caleb. Caleb's great. Plays a ton of AmuLIT. He's been playing some Blue-Green Titan lately, though. Double cantrip, no romance. This is probably better. Whatever Caleb's playing, Bolt is very likely to be good, so we're gonna bottom it. We can just bottom the Mystic Sanctuary. That seems better, actually. I created myself. How many lures opponents this league? 0, actually. We played against humans with no companion. We played against AmuLIT, actually. We played against Yorion Niv. And then... Oh, Eldrazi Tron. Playing the Super Q tomorrow. 9 a.m. Wow, you're so spoiled. Super Qs start at 4 for me. Or like 3 or something. Gonna bottom a Bolt. Totally gonna regret that somehow. But it's okay. My second love, he says. Gross. Oh, it's E-Tron. Oh, we're fine. Let's get a breeding pool here. Let's play our very expensive card. So unless they have turn 3 TKS. We have a chat? We definitely have a chat. Turn 3 TKS is kind of annoying. We can kill it with Bolt plus minus Ren. Ooh, well that's a problem. Exiling Simian Spirit Guide. Imagine that. Huh. Sometimes you're just very good, you know? Yeah, we're gonna Udo here. Not killing Ren is interesting to say the least. So this is 4. Next turn we're gonna have access to 5, 6. I think I wanna suspend search here. Yeah, I think I want to suspend search. So we're going to Cryptic, then we're going to Bold Face, and then we're going to resolve the search when it's lethal. Not killing the Ren there is weird. I would expect that we are going to see a Thought-Knot Seer here. Tectonic Edge. That's pretty good. Makes sense. It does make sense to get Tech Edge there. So we're gonna get a Triumph here. If they sack Tech Edge now, I just bounce the Smasher. And then they can't recast it. I guess in theory they can't recast it. Blue, blue, 1/1. Don't target permanent Sonor Sand, draw a card. Pitch in this, I guess. Oh, Blacksack. Caleb confirmed Blacksack. Kill Ren. Kill Ren. Oh man, he saw the line. Ice Fang. So Ice Fang do anything here? We could put Search on top, but we cannot present lethal this turn, so we're gonna be crypticing anyway. Yeah, we die to, I guess, Walking Ballista, or we die to a Thought Knot. So, double creatures, your opponent's control, draw a card. Cross fingers. Matter Reshaper! Matter Reshaper! Don't have the Ballista. Ha! That's cute, that's cute. They're trying to draw into Ballista. Expedition map, that doesn't do it. One, two, three, four, five, six. Ren Ultimate and Cryptic Log for the VM. Nice. Moto? Okay. For a second I was worried. We just submitted the same last time, right? Yeah, I think we just submitted the same. Did I ever tell you my e-Tron league where I had Tron assembled 0 times? Not just turn 3, literally never assembled it at all. There was one game where I could have had, but had to fetch last one, went 2 and 3. That sounds about right. That sounds like basically Eldrazi Tron in a nutshell to me. Bring in anger so they can get value of the mana reshaper. Brutal. Next level. Yeah, my opponent says I had to try to peel the list out of the reshaper. I'm like, yeah, that was tight. Had lethal many ways though, so the 18 didn't matter so much. I wasn't. Yeah, I agree with that. Wonder why more people don't play Eldrazi Aggro about Eldrazi Tron, because Eldrazi Aggro is even more unplayable than Eldrazi Tron. Keep this hand. If we find the fetch line, we're gonna be in insane shape, and if we don't, then that's gonna suck. Tron is playable sometimes? Yeah. Eldrazi Aggro is basically never playable. That's a big difference between both decks. Remand. It's pretty hot. Mana Reshaper. Brutal. Eldrazi Aggro was playable when I was legal. Fair. Fair. I guess we're gonna be looking at technicalities. Is that how it's gonna be? I mean, just look at this. Fetch land, abundant growth. So we can abundant growth. I think I'm gonna just Breeding Pool Shock pass. We can Remand plus Quaddle. Of note, Quaddle still not death touchy. Nurturing Peatland. Cycle. Love to see it. I'm remanding literally anything here. There we go. I could have attempted to play Ren there. I think this is better. It allows me to hold up Cryptic. Like Bar in a Cavern, I think we're gonna be good here. Next turn we can Cryptic plus. If they attack, I'm gonna trade. Like right now I'm at 9, so I don't think I can continue taking damage. Oh, this is so much better. Counter bounce. Alright, yeah, so we just win now. The Tempo Place. The Tempo Place. Would love to find an Udo. just kind of to make sure that things are good, you know? To make sure that we just don't get cheesed out somehow out of nowhere. Seems unlikely. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have lethal next turn. Not a reshaper is good. So they probably have Warping Whale, so I'm just gonna bounce the land. This should be enough. Wild Werecat, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Udo, Pog. Ask and you shall receive, they say. A little bit of extra value. Little bit of extra value here. Whee! Well, I guess they should be Seeming Spirit Guide, so I guess this is not like 100% lethal. Valakut. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Triggers. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, it's yield. That looks pretty cool. How often do you cast Yorion? We've casted a fair amount. We've casted a fair amount, and it was impactful a fair amount. Fabo. Easy. This deck's pretty good, man. This deck's pretty busted. I just felt like I was ahead literally every game at every single point. I just felt like I was so far ahead, or at least like one single top deck away from winning or something like that. Didn't face prowess. That's true. That's true. So what I wanted to do right now is look at a different deck list and kind of like play the same deck, but a slightly different list, which is the one that Insano has been tearing it up with. Oops. So, well, first of all, we can clear the video. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I will see you in the next league where we're going to be playing the same deck, but with a slightly different twist. All right, see you later. Bye bye.